Introducing the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor.fm, and many more. The Open Palm Podcast, where the host engages his listeners with inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas. Topics include: make more mistakes, how much is your value, don't get right, get going, learning to let go, excellence is a habit, and more. Binge listen today. Subscribe today. It's getting excellent ratings. That's the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. You can also find it on YouTube. Make sure you share it with your social networks and connect on Twitter and Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's the Open Palm Podcast with Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms. Go listen, download, and subscribe now.
When you knock down a spider's web, the spider doesn't complain. It simply begins to build a new web. The grass doesn't complain that the concrete has covered it. It simply pierces through the concrete and flows with the wind. All flow, no force. Be firm enough to penetrate the concrete and have enough flow to go with the breeze. Be able to feel in this life. Be bending like the bamboo tree. For if we are too rigid, we will snap in a fierce wind. There is one thing to have a firm and solid foundation, but it is another thing to remain flexible at all times. A flexible body makes for a flexible mind. Make sure you are stretching the body, just as you are stretching the mind. For a mind once stretched by even a new idea can never return to its original dimensions. But when we stretch the body, we are expanding our hallway in life. This hallway can grow or it can shrink. If we let it shrink so much, it will squeeze us so tightly that it will make it almost unable to move. And energy wants to move, my friend. Energy needs to move. So be flexible, just as you are firm. Be in flow, as life is in flux. As life is ever changing, be adaptable. Be like water, as Bruce Lee has said. Formless, shapeless. All flow, no force. We put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. We put water into a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend. It is tangible to the touch, and yet it has no shape. It takes the shape of the container it is placed inside. Water. All waters flow to the ocean, they say. Why is the sea king of 100 streams? Because it lies below them. They flow to it. All flow, no force. Allow life to flow to you, my friend. For as a good friend once told me, we don't have to chase what we can attract. You may find in time that you don't have to force anything. When you flow with the rhythm of life, when you synchronize to the rhythm of nature, all things will flow to you. For it is all flow and no force. Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, that is the Open Palm Podcast here in San Antonio, Texas. The open palm means harmony with the world, understanding our place in the world, using our skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. I pray you received a kind message from this episode today, letting you know that you can flow with life. It's okay to let it go, let it grow, and let it flow. Share this episode with a like-minded individual who is learning and growing, becoming their greatest version, just like you. Pay it forward so more can hear the message. And if this is your very first time receiving this podcast, then welcome, my friend. You are in the right place. We're happy to have you here. Definitely subscribe if you are not already for more inspirational messages like this. And if you feel compelled to support, consider opening your browser to anchor.fm/jshaw. Supporting the podcast there is much appreciated. Thank you to all the wonderful supporters who continue to donate and contribute to the podcast. Much love to you. Stay blessed. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are. Take care, my friend. Hey there, my friend. So, you've heard about Anchor, but do you know why it's the easiest way to make a podcast? Well, first off, it's free. It allows you to use creation tools that let you record your podcast right from your phone or computer. It also distributes your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more platforms. You can even make money from your podcast with minimum listenership. It's everything you need in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. Can't wait to hear yours. Let's see what you have to offer the world.